Dear students of BCom Part, first, today in the process costing method, we'll discuss about the treatment of normal waste, abnormal wastage and abnormal gains or effectiveness. Dear students, generally the output is not equal to the input of the raw material in the first process, as we all know. And the process of production, because shortage in the units produced is quite normal due to the chemical reactions, evaporation, trimming or cutting, etc. Treatment for normal wastage is essential as far as process costing method is concerned. Dear students, such loss during the process is known as wastage, and wastage can be of the following types. It can be the normal wastage, it can be the abnormal wastage. When we talk about the normal wastage of the material which occurs commonly in all the factories is known as normal wastage, irrespective of the nature of the factories. There may be so many reasons of this normal wastage. For example, evaporation, drying of the material, waste due to the cutting or scraping, contraction, and whatever way, the forms may be different, as we all know. From the specific knowledge, experience, and considering the standard of production in other factories involved in the similar production, the producer predetermination the percentage of normal wastage. The producer or the manufacturers of aware about their normal wastage, and the loss is calculated at the rate of this percent of the input units in the process is taken as the normal wastage. For example, 1000 units were input in process A, and the producer has estimated a wastage of 5% units in the process. Then a loss of 5% of the 100 units, that is 50 units, will take in a normal waste, and it has to be considered for all accounting purposes. Units left under subtracting the units of normal wastage from the input units is considered to be the normal production of the process. In the example quoted above, normal production will be 1000 minus 50 is equal to 950 units. Is it clear, dear students of BCom Part first? Okay. Now, considering the second important treatment as far as abnormal wastage is concerned under the process costing method. Dear students, abnormal wastage is if during some process of the actual loss of the material is more than the quantity of the loss estimated and predetermined by the producer, the excess of the loss is known as abnormal wastage. Abnormal loss. This is also known as avoidable loss. For example, 950 of the units were put in the process B, and the producer realizes that the loss is determined as far as about the normal wastage loss already calculated for this purpose, then then what will happen? The 950 into 10 upon 100 is equal to 900 unit will be considered as the normal waste in the process. B of any loss more than that will be considered as the abnormal loss. We'll put this in an exemplary manner. For example, if abnormal waste can be also expressed if you will put in the formula form. Abnormal loss is the excess of actual wastage over normal wastage, or abnormal wastage is the excess of normal production over actual production. It can be calculated as well. Similarly, we can say that the case of the abnormal wastage, actual production will be above the always be less than that the expected normal production. Now, dear students, the cost of abnormal wastage can be calculated as follows. Cost of abnormal wastage plus total cost minus scrap value divided by normal production into number of abnormal units. And this can be the formula for determining the abnormal wastage. I will put the formula once again for more understanding. Abnormal wastage can be expressed in the following ways. Number one, it can be the excess of actual wastage upon the normal wastage, or abnormal wastage is equal to excess of normal production upon actual production. Similarly, we can say in case of abnormal wastage, actual production will always be less than the expected normal production. The cost of abnormal wastage can be considered as follows. Cost of abnormal wastage is equal to total cost minus the scrap value divided by normal production into number of abnormal units. Now, dear students, now we can here to understand the accounting for normal wastage. Very important for the students of the cost accounting to understand and the process costing method what can be the accounting for the normal wastage. Loss due to the normal wastage is considered to be the part of the cost of production commodity, and the cost of the such wastage is charged to the goods units produced. Therefore, loss due to the normal waste is borne by the good units. The quantity of the normal wastage and its sale value, if any, is known as the credit side of the process account, and the excess of the total of the amount on the debit side over the total of the credit side is considered to be the cost of production of the goods units. On dividing this production can be the number of good units, the cost unit per unit is obtained. This can be the accounting treatment for finding out the accounting for the normal wastage. Thank you so much.